Hi there, just read this disclaimer please. Alright guys, just thought I'd have a quick look at the 6-month performance. See if I'm in the mood to get my money back in the Adhoc Momentum. So I'll go for the 6-month performance first. I guess I'll go for 15% or more again, like I did last time. It's still going to be UK mid-cap, smaller companies focused. And we're on the 3-month. Unclassified, volatility managed. Alright, so there's the list being gone through, and we have to faff around quite a bit to make this sort. Right, this is a 3-month list, so we need to sort by column B. Quite often it messes up largest to smallest values, column B. Okay, this might work actually. Oh yeah. Right, so we've got Turkey and biotechnology at the top. They're not UK based, so that is good news for me, because I've got enough UK stuff, as I said in the last video. Sort, column C, I don't know why it's suddenly working correctly. It was messing me around last time I tried this. Sort by column C in descending. Yeah. So Turkey, Premier Ethical, which is actually kind of UK stuff. I remember looking into that before. Japan, smaller companies. Biotechnology is not near the top, is it? Just so happens that that's Turkey one's at the top again. So where's the biotechnology one then that was high up on the 3-month list? Biotechnology. Oh, it was only 14 or 11%. That might be a good reason to go into it really, because that would be different from my 6-month momentum if it was to, because all of its returns seem to have come in the past 3 months by the looks of it. The biotechnology one. What was the 6-month return? I'll go for the UK one that's not got hedging. 11.3% in the past 6 months. So it wouldn't even be in the list, would it? Anyway, let's look at the, I think I'll just concentrate on the Turkey and the biotechnology one. Yeah, because the UK is all UK, Japan focus. I suppose that's a contender, that's something different. But I think I'll just look at these ones first. This Turkey one, only 55 million euros, so it doesn't really meet the criteria of being big enough. I'm not interested in, and I know it's naughty, and I shouldn't, I mean this is the Adhoc Momentum, so I can break the rules, but I just don't like the idea of hedging currencies. I'd rather just go for a UK, a British pound one like that. How big's this fund? £561 million, so that's big enough. Let's have a quick look at the chart, see how that looks. Up, 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 up. So there we go. That's why it appears in the 3-month list, but not the 6-month list. Where would 6-month be? 6-month is roughly here. So it was flat for most of, sorry, that's a year, isn't it? So it was down a load and then it was up. So it's actually kind of a recovery play, isn't it, after that downward dip 6 months ago. If we go back to 3 years, it's kind of up, up, up. Sod it, let's just jump into there. It's not supposed to have that much thought put into it, this momentum stuff, so I think I'll just bang it in there, see what happens. Maybe if I click into it from here, afresh, now that I'm logged in, maybe it will recognise that I'm logged in. Yeah, log out, it says in the corner, so it knows that I'm logged in now. So if I go to invest now, Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of cash out, because obviously I paid myself that £4,000, didn't I? So at some point I want to start taking bits of cash out to boost my cash levels in the portfolio. So I think I'm just going to keep it as a round number and just invest £3,000 and take a few hundred out of the portfolio. So the investment amount will be 3,000. Polar capital income. Amount would you like to invest? £3,000. Income 3,000. Continue. Okay, and we'll place the deal now. And there we go. So we're waiting for that to transact. When I sold out of the portfolio, sorry, when I sold out of the last Momentum ad hoc, so it was valued at £3,217.46. So what I've effectively done there is I've actually put £217.46 into cash from the Hargreaves Lansdown account, and withdraw money. 217, because I do it all separately, because this isn't a dividend I'm paying myself. This is me putting money from the Hargreaves Lansdown column on my unitisation spreadsheet into the cash column of my unitisation spreadsheet. Okay, so that's done. So 15th of January 2020. Okay, so that's the value of the cash with the interest added, and then we also add the amount that we've moved from Hargreaves Lansdown into the cash column. So we're just kind of creeping our way back up to some, I don't know, I probably won't go all the way back up to 17,000 in cash, but I will take, you know, I have taken out £4,000 of capital, so at some point I need to kind of sell the equivalent assets. Unless I just decide that I want more of my portfolio in shares. And then to complete this I just need to log into the other accounts. Okay, so that gives us the valuation. And it is just a valuation that's going on there, because all I've done is moved a bit of cash from there to there. So now the value that the cash should be once I've taken the interest out needs to be 13,883.81. plus the cash that I added today, 217.46. So that is the amount, that is the value the cash should be once I've taken all the interest out the next time I do it. It's now 2 days later, about 5:20 in the afternoon, so it was about 9:30 in the morning on the 15th of January. I told them I wanted to buy £3,000 worth, and now 2 days later, about 5:20, I've got the email saying it's all happened. So that's I wanted to say that just because I think I mentioned it last time, that when I did the sale, I mentioned that when you buy open-ended funds, there can be delays, but the last time I did it, it all happened within the same day. But this is an example of how it can take a long time. If I scrolled, here's the contract note, so it's all happened. Bought 141.5 Polar Capital Biotechnology Class I income units for £3,000. If I scrolled up a little bit, it says that it's dated the 16th of January. I think there's vital information. There's information there that I shouldn't share, so I won't scroll up now. So it's dated the 16th, and just as a check, so the price there is almost 21.20, and as we can see here on the fact sheet, the price on the 16th is 21.20. So even though I put the order in at 9:30 in the morning on the 15th, and the valuation point there is 1 minute to midnight. So even though they had loads of time, it still actually got the valuation point from the day after. So the 16th, and then it's obviously taken most of today's working day for them to actually get the contract note. Sort of, I don't know. They must have to do some communication between Hargreaves Lansdown and Polar Capital, and sometimes that's quick and sometimes it's slow, obviously. So it took an extra day to get the actual deal done, and then it took an extra day to get the contract note to me. So there's just an example of how these things can take longer. So don't sort of expect it all to, you have to just lose some control of how things happen with open-ended funds. If this was an investment trust, it would have been done instantaneously. The contract note will be there, you know exactly what price you're getting. In fact, you can abort the buy if you don't like the price that's shown on the screen. So yeah, that's the thing with open-ended funds. So anyway, there we go, got it bought. So I've added a line in my spreadsheet, so we'll see how that one goes. I'm 1p up at the moment because of rounding. Alright, see you next time.